Galactic heroes and the herb of life in a quiet town on planet Earth. There were 5 curious and kind-hearted children: Emma, Leo, Sophie, Noah, and Max. They loved science, exploring new ideas, and dreamed of helping the world. Every day, they met in their backyard science club, experimenting and inventing. One day, Noah read a shocking news headline. A rare disease is spreading, and there is still no cure. The kids were heartbroken. They wanted to help. That night, while testing a device they built to send signals to the stars, something incredible happened. A glowing blue light flashed in the sky, and a swirling portal opened. Out floated a tiny, shining creature named Lumen, with sparkling eyes and a soft voice. "You are the hope of Earth," said Lumen. "There's a distant planet called Zephyr at the far edge of the galaxy. It holds magical herbs, healing waters, and sacred stones that can cure any disease. But evil creatures have taken over. The peaceful people there need your help. Will you go?" The children looked at each other. Then Emma stepped forward and said, "We're ready. Let's go." Journey through the stars. They boarded Lumen's ship hidden beyond the hill. It moved faster than light, slicing through comets, dancing between stars, and skipping across galaxies. They saw planets of colors they'd never imagined, singing stars, and moons that spun like dancers. After a long journey, they finally arrived at Zephyr. Zephyr, the stolen paradise. They stepped out onto a world more beautiful than Earth: glowing trees, golden rivers, flowers that breathed. But the sky was gray, and sadness filled the air. The peaceful Zephyrs lived in caves, afraid and weak. A young girl named Mira greeted them. "The evil Dargos has stolen the life herb, dried our rivers, and blocked the sunstone. We have nothing left. Please, help us." The first battle, Cave of Shadows. The children made a plan. First, they had to recover the sunstone from the Cave of Shadows, guarded by shadow beasts. Using their gadgets, light bombs, translator helmets, and jumping boots, they entered the cave. Inside, they faced a massive shadow beast named Nox. But Sophie noticed something. Nox feared light. Working together, they blasted a beam of light, and Nox vanished. The sunstone was theirs. The river reborn. Next, they headed to the Valley of Healing Waters, now completely dry. A water monster named Grobble swallowed anyone who got close. Leo had a clever idea. He used sound waves to trick Grobble with a fake monster call. It worked. Grobble left, and the waters flowed again. Noah touched the water. His old scar vanished. The water really could heal. Final mission, the life herb. Only one task remained: recover the life herb, which grew on Mount Arala, guarded by Dargos himself and his army. At night, they crept through the forest, dodged traps, and avoided robotic creatures. Finally, they faced Dargos, tall, armored, with eyes of smoke. "The herb is mine," he growled. "It gives me power." But instead of fighting, Emma stepped forward. "You don't need power to be strong," she said. "Maybe you're just scared to be alone." Dargos paused. Something inside him shifted. The sunstone glowed, and his heart began to soften. He looked around at the children, and the mountain, and the sky, and then he handed them the life herb. Returned to Earth. The kids returned with herbs, water, and the sunstone. Hospitals around the world began using them. Diseases were cured. People smiled again. A global celebration was held. They were named the heroes of Earth. Their message spread: courage, kindness, and teamwork can change everything. The beginning of a new era. The 5 friends started a global team, Galactic Heroes. Children from every continent joined them. With new ships, new missions, and endless galaxies waiting, they took off once more. Emma smiled and said, "Greater than we'll travel the stars, not to conquer, but to heal, not to take, but to give. Peace is our mission." And so, the journey continued. The end. and the beginning for anyone brave enough to believe in the power of good.